Hey, what's up, everybody? We'll let everybody come in and we'll get started. How are you feeling? See? There's your answer right there. We'll start in just a second. This is one of the most, I like this song. One of my favorite songs I've written right here. It's called Taking Queen Anne. Yeah, check it out. Taking Queen Anne. We'll get started here in a minute. Yeah, check it out.
Turn it up.
And hopefully the brain attached to the mouth, right? The brain, more important than the mouth is the brain. The brain is much more important.
He is the brain, and I am the mouth.
Socialist country. Man, let me tell you, we have got an exciting show for you tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Very, very, very exciting. So how was your week? Mine was pretty crazy. Pretty crazy today. Hey, subscribe, click the bell. You know what to do. We'll be right back. Let's get this done right now. Oh my goodness gracious. How are you? Let's get this off there. And get this over there, and this over here, and this going there. Yes, yes. Hey, how are you? Oh, man, let me tell you. So, did you have a good weekend? I would normally not be here on Mondays, right? So Hannah Lord Tepper has June 1st, and she has a question mark. June 1st, the first stimulus package put inside was that the government had 180 days to release all and any information of the Dennis asked the question, kind of threw me for a loop there. It's there's some on the website getspasmfree.com or Mountaintop Alternative. You can try thedeacon.com and just look up, you can go to like iTunes, The War Drummer, The Deacon, Sean Boutwell. You can find some of it. I mean, I really don't push that music much, but anyway, any and all information regarding UFOs and aliens and what we know about it. And that's why you're seeing this information being leaked. You see videos that we haven't seen before coming out. And life is about to change, ladies and gentlemen. Life is about to change. You are about to witness the next industrial revolution. You got to understand, Democrats are pushing the Green New Deal. They want to move away from fossil fuels, right? Some don't. Big oil, they don't want to move away from that. There are craft that we know for sure, they can travel 15,000 miles an hour, ladies and gentlemen. 15,000 miles per hour. They turn with right angles, and there is no possible way that anything can exist under those conditions unless they are interdimensional beings, or these are drones, or within these craft, they are created an atmosphere where there is no gravity, where there is no G-force, no inertia. Hold on 1 second. 1 second. I'm yelling at these kids to be quiet in here. I'm like, shut up. Now I'm the same. I need you to be quiet. Handler Tepper said they want a utopia on Earth for the evil one. Big surprise. Remember, I told you that Lucifer is a cherub. He has wheels within wheels that turn. He looks like a UFO. He has 4 heads. He is a strange looking creature. But he has on the side of him, his spirit is in a gyroscope. What? You didn't know that? You think I'm insane? What are you talking about? Read Ezekiel 1, you'll see it. That's a cherub. Then read Ezekiel 28, and you'll see Lucifer as a cherub. Sorry about that. I'll turn that off. Thank you, Deborah Clark, for that shipping. Hey, before we go any further, we're going to talk about this. You have missed this, Hannelore, maybe. I'm not sure if you've seen this. But we have created something very special, ladies and gentlemen, here at the Deacon Show, the War Drummer, whatever you want to call it. Really, it's our little company called Mountaintop Alternatives. And we have Oh, Hannelore, you know about this. I forgot I sent you some. We got some incredible news today regarding Spasm Free. We have a customer that is reporting herpes 1 suppression. This person suffers from chronic shingles. She has nerve pain from shingles on her face and on her head. She gets the pain of shingles without the outbreak, and she gets the outbreak once every 3 months, but she gets the pain every single day in her face. She has a lymph node back here that has always been swollen. Not any longer. She can't find it. She could barely find it. She hasn't even taken this every night. Within the 2-week period, she's only taken it 5 times. 7 molecules of oxygen. Magnesium glycinate. This is not magnesium. This is the glycine of magnesium. I am not a doctor. I am not giving you medical advice. This product cannot cure anything. We cannot diagnose anything. I am not a doctor. All I can tell you is that this stuff that we have created, it works for me. I have no muscle spasms for 5.5 to 6 hours when I take this. Other people are saying the same thing. My restless legs are so bad, it's like popcorn under my muscles. By the way, if you have used this and you want to call in and give your testimony, please do. If you've already called, let somebody else call. But we always want to hear from people that have used it. A lot of mail went out today, so if you put it in order since, I think, Thursday or Friday, your stuff went out today, or over the weekend, everything went out. If there's other people we were dealing with shipping issues, we're working that out with you. That'll go out tomorrow. So yeah, go to getspasmfree.com, buy the management system or spend the equivalent of $44.97, and you'll be entered to win a 10-ounce silver bar, which we will draw on July 4th. $44.97. This is better than CBD. If you've got muscle spasms, if you've got neuropathy pain, if you've got shingle pain, if you've got restless legs, nocturnal leg cramps, this works immediately. For me, for others, it works immediately. And if you are kept up late at night, you want this powder. You want to put a teaspoon of it in a cup of hot water, hot as you can drink it. And you want to chug it down as fast as you can drink it. You're going to burp once, maybe twice, but that's it. But this, you are not going to have to get it into your system multiple days to make it work. This will work while you drink it. You will start to feel it immediately. This is not a scam. This is real. Absolutely real. So yeah, getspasmfree.com. Check it out. It could change your life. It's changed the life of so many already. So yes, you realize, Donald and Gwen said, not only did it stop my foot cramps, it stopped the neurological, the neuropathy. I can't read what she said. Hold on, I apologize. Let me get it up there. She says, not only did it stop my foot cramps, it stopped the neuropathy pain, and the incessant itching is gone. Wow. Deborah Bundra, what's up, baby? So who has shingle pain? Oh yeah. So you have a system that is built upon oil, fossil fuels, and what's going to happen? These craft are going to. We are about to witness the set another industrial revolution, folks. This is exciting times. Deborah Buncher, sing to me, sing to me, sing to me, Deborah. She says, sing to me, Deacon, sing. Deborah. Sorry. I know we're acting a little silly. Yeah, so Selena Lloyd Vandermeer. Selena Lloyd Vandermeer. Varame, whatever. Okay, hold on. Oh, this isn't. Ronald, you got to call the other number, bro. Hey.
Hey, Sean.
Yeah.
This is Ron.
Yeah.
I talked to you the other day.
Yeah.
And you had asked me, do I have any pains and aches and stuff? And I told you, no, not really. I just wanted to, aches and pains. Nothing, somebody that's out in the field.
Right.
Work and doesn't feel every day.
Right.
I just want to let you know I tried that stuff and that stuff works. I really like that.
Did you sleep well?
Yes. But, I told you, sleeping, I'm up 3 times a night, other issues, but, I did sleep well. My feet felt better than they have in a long time. But you asked me if I ached.
Uh-huh.
And, you do construction and you do these things, and you live with it. It's something you expect every day. I went to work today and went out Sunday, and I did not feel the pain I used to.
Oh, wow.
And it's something you live with, but I like it.
Yeah.
And, I like the response too. I had questions, and it was taken care of real quick. And I just, I'm not going to keep you. I just wanted to let you know that.
Well, that's awesome.
That works.
That's awesome, man. Do you remember that other thing that I mentioned that it would help? That other, it did it? Has it yet?
I'm not going to go there.
You see, but the audience, they know what I'm talking about. Just because you won't say it.
Yeah. All right, I can go.
All right, man, later.
I won't keep you.
Yeah, take it easy. Bye.
All right, bye.
That's funny right there. That is funny. Yeah, go to getspasmfree.com. This will change your life. And yes, it affects libido for women. And it's good. It's good for the blood flow. For the women, for the men, it's good. It's good. So good. Here, check this out. This is how good it is. Here, let me show you. I'm sorry. We gotta play a little bit, Things are about to change, folks. Things suck. Look at that right there. There you go. Now we know what we're talking about. Now we know. Now we're getting down to brass tacks. We're not playing around with the game. Feeling old. Debbie Karen. What's happening? Getspasmfree.com. The thing that's just crazy is we are affecting people's lives. That's what's just so beautiful, that people are trying it and getting relief. And that makes me so happy, because, I mean, you want to know that your creation is helping people. I mean, I could sell you coffee and all this other stuff, but I'm just just getting you to trade one product for another. There's no other product like this on the face of the earth. We're the only ones. This is exclusive to us, and it is our discovery. Yeah. So anyway, we are about to witness something like the Industrial Revolution. Think about when they heard radio or light or phone. You know, they were like, "That's the devil." There's only one of two solutions here. They are interdimensional. We know that for sure. Deborah Munger says, "I like coffee." Well, we have an idea for coffee. In fact, Hannelore, if you remember, I'm sorry I got to interrupt myself again. It's just too important. Hannelore, we got to talk, because remember what I spoke to you about? Leah Bird, what's up? What's up? Leah, Hannelore, remember what we talked about? Imagine if we put this stuff in pet food. Anyway, we need to talk. So things are about to change, because June 1st, everything that we know to be true could be turned upside down. It's true. Think about, folks, all this stuff happening, right? I want you to consider something. Consider this. We are about to have disclosed to us the greatest discovery of all time. And people are like, "Oh, okay, yeah, right, yeah, Linda Hippo." People are just like, "Who cares? What is up with that? What is up with that?" Think about that. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. Folks, did you see that pathetic PSA with kids and taking the jab and saying, "Thank you for loving me"? That they are associating the jab with love. Hey, Malcolm Clark, you need to call me from my website one day. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, if you go to the website and you have any questions, there's a phone at the bottom. There's also an 800 number at the top. If you want to call us, you can call me at any time. Joe Bell says the Jetsons are real. And what's crazy about these craft, ladies and gentlemen, they're going into the water. They're going into the water. June 1st, Layla's Venture, June 1st, everything, possibly, that the Pentagon has on UFOs and aliens and all that must be disclosed on June 1st. This has been hyped up for 180 days. They are getting ready. They've been leaking stuff. We have seen craft that is traveling at 15,000 miles an hour, turning on right angles. They are in the water. Let's watch the water. You're right. Right. So you got to remember, there's an issue. If these are not aliens, if this is a technology is resident and from here on Earth, that means that the oil industry and fossil fuels is done. Done. That life as we know it is about to change. June 1st, in a few days. Have you not been keeping up with stuff? That everything you know to be true could be challenged. And that you're going to be faced with one single truth. And that is going to be your faith in God. And you say, nothing can shake that, Sean, nothing. You're going to see something that will make you question everything. I'm telling you, it's coming. It's coming. You'll be questioning everything. Trust me. Everything. Everything. You may see something completely grotesque. There'll only be one sure thing, and that's the Bible, the Word of God. And you better hold on to it. Hold on to it. I believe you're going to have to rewind a little bit, Freaky Philly. Funky or whatever, because I've said it several times. I just got to go on. So, what was the last thing I said before I cut myself off? So, like, we don't know. We aren't listening to your ass. Joe Bell, geocentrism. The only way that any being can travel that fast and turn on right angles like that, either they're empty and they're drones, or they are in a different dimension inside of their craft. Your Bible will be the only thing that you will be able to cling to as being true. I mean, even that right now, nothing is true. Everything you see has to be questioned. So Trump is going to start his rallies again real soon. Along with that, we'll get riots. We'll get more upset people. Let them be upset. Linda Hipple says, I have my Bible in one hand, my jar of spasm free in the other. I'm telling you, I can't live without it either. I'm telling you, Linda. I mean, I can't. I cannot live without it. I can't live. I mean, I still get cramps with it, but like after 6 hours, like I'm laying there and it's like my alarm clock. All right, it's time to get up. I'm getting, but I'm able to go to sleep. That's the biggest thing right there. The biggest thing. So, for those that may not be aware, why don't I just look up something for you really fast, and I'll, we can at least, I'll show you just so you can understand what's going on. It'll be easy to find. Everybody's talking about it. Sorry about that noise. Task Force report on UFO intelligence expected by June 1st. The unidentified aerial phenomenon. Task Force is set to share what it knows about UFOs by June 1st. Luckily for us, the report will be public, folks. Then there's a quote right here. Oh, got him. There's always been excitement over the possibility of aliens. Now that's a proper introduction. Whether they are friends. I will be right here. Our foes. Explosion. What lives beyond our world is of great interest, especially for the Pentagon. Have unidentified flying objects been seen? They've been seeing them every day since the 60s. That's what we're talking about here. They say they have material from these crafts. I'm telling you, it is the end of the world as we know it. I'm telling you, June 1st is the last day of our existence because something new will happen. It may not be the end, but something new is going to happen. It will either be good or bad. They are either friendly or not. There could be panic everywhere. There could be, I mean, why aren't other countries talking about this? Why is it just us? Why aren't other countries disclosing stuff? Why aren't other countries saying, but those Americans, they are fool, they are crazy, they know nothing. They tricked by the government every day. The government lied to them. They so full of it. Those American, they believe anything. They believe all kind of propaganda. They so stupid. You so stupid. You believe anything. Why aren't other countries talking about it? Renee Beard, then they will blame aliens for everything now that the cucaracha is cooling off. Can we please make up a word for, false, red, white, and blue? Can we say that so I don't have to say the real thing, which will get me banned? Can I just say the false red, white, and blue? False red, white. I mean, folks, what if the recounting is a false red, white, and blue? What if all of this is a false red, white, and blue? That none of us have any idea about anything that is reality. Linda Apple says, guess that's how they'll explain Antarctica. Remember, William Cooper said they were going to fake it. That the only way to have a successful one world government, you got to stop crime, you got to stop war, you got to stop everything. So the first few weeks of the lockdown, that was the case. No war, no crime. It was crazy, but it didn't hold. It didn't stick. And now we need something from without, something from outside to threaten us so that we all have to come together. They've been pushing that. You see, even the conspiracy side is propaganda. They're just getting us ready for it, to accept it. So we read Ezekiel 1 about the wheels within wheels, but what about the second occurrence of the same thing? I think it's in Ezekiel 11, right? Oh, 10. I mean, we're talking a ship. Then I looked, and behold, the expanse that was over the heads of the cherubim, something like a sapphire stone in appearance resembling a throne, appeared above them. That is where the Lord is controlling this craft from. The ancients called this the chariot, God's chariot, because they thought it looked like a chariot because the wheels and within wheels. No, this is a badass, kick-ass craft. You say, well, look, God doesn't need that. God doesn't need to ride around in anything. God has style. He's not boring. He's a badass. And if you don't like me saying that, go somewhere else. A throne appeared above them, and he spoke to the man clothed in linen and said, enter between the whirling wheels under the cherubim and fill your hands with coals of fire from between the cherubim. Remember, this is this reactor that's in between these four living beings that are in a square, and their wings are touching, and there's this glowing coal in the middle there, and there's lightning going back everywhere. Even these creatures are moving. This light is shining through a crystal expanse. The Lord is above them, sitting on a throne. It says up between his legs came this lightning coming through there, and that's his controls, and he's sitting there, and he's controlling a craft. And he spoke to the man clothed in linen and said, just think, all right. Then I looked, and behold, in the expanse that was over the heads of the cherubim, something like a sapphire stone, in appearance resembling a throne, appeared above them. And he spoke to the man clothed in linen and said, enter between the whirling wheels under the cherubim, and fill your hands with coals of fire from between the cherubim, and scatter them over the city. And he entered in my sight. Now the cherubim were standing on the right side of the temple when the man entered, and the cloud filled the inner court. Then the glory of the Lord went up from the cherub to the threshold of the temple, and the temple was filled with the cloud, and the court was filled with the brightness of the glory of the Lord. But let's go back. I mean, he's going to talk about the winged cherubim, but it's too exciting. It's too exciting. As I looked, behold, a storm wind was coming from the north, a great cloud with fire flashing forth continually, and a bright light around it, and in its midst something like glowing metal in the midst of fire. I've seen this before. People have seen this before. Lucifer is going to counterfeit this. John in the book of Revelation is pointing to this, saying, look at it. Look at it. The first half of the book of Revelation is what God does. The second half is what the beast does, counterfeiting it, among other things. Within it, there were figures resembling four living beings, and this was their appearance. They had human form. Each of them had 4 faces and 4 wings. Their legs were straight, and their feet were like a calf's hoof, and they gleamed like burnished bronze. These are freaking wild-looking aliens. Thank you, Malcolm Clark. Lynn DeFranc. You did not miss much. We're having fun, though. Welcome. Welcome. So each of them had 4 faces and 4 wings. Their legs were straight, and their feet were like a calf's hoof, and they gleamed like burnished bronze. Under their wings on their 4 sides were human hands. As for the faces and wings of the 4 of them, their wings touched one another. Their faces did not turn when they moved. Each went straight forward. As for the form of their like they got 4 faces, and they move straight, so they move in right angles. As for the form of their faces, each had the face of a man. All 4 had the face of a lion on the right, and the face of a bull on the left, and all 4 had the face of an eagle. Such were their faces. Their wings were spread out above. Each had 2 touching another being, and 2 covering their bodies. And each went straight forward. Whenever the spirit was about to go, they would go, without turning as they went. In the midst of the living, so these guys, they move in right angles. Cherubs move in right angles. And they got these wheels. Listen. And each went straight forward. Whenever the spirit was about to go, they would go, without turning as they went. In the midst of the 4 living beings, there was something that looked like burning coals of fire. This is the reactor. Like torches, darting back and forth among the living beings. The fire was bright. The lightning was flashing from the fire. and lightning was flashing from the fire, and the living beings ran to and fro like bolts of lightning. Now, as I looked at the living beings, behold, there was one wheel on the earth beside the living beings. For each of the four of them, there was a wheel on the earth. The living being is hovering above the earth, and there's a wheel, a gyroscope, a wheel within wheels on the side of this creature. Now, as I looked at the living beings, behold, there was one wheel on the earth beside the living beings for each of the four of them. The appearance of the wheels and their workmanship was like sparkling beryl, and four of them had the same form. All four of them had the same form, their appearance and workmanship being as if one wheel were within another. This is a gyroscope. Whenever they moved in any of their four directions without turning as they moved, meaning they're doing this. They're moving in right angles. As for their rims, the wheels, they were lofty and awesome, and the rims of all four of them were full of eyes about them. These are lights. There are lights all around these wheels. Windows even. Not lights broadcasting, but windows. These are craft. Hey, before we go any further, please consider going to getspasmfree.com. You heard a testimony tonight. Wrong picture. Yeah, discover. Feeling old men, supercharge it with oxygen. O is for oxygen. Better blood flow. It's not EDD. It's ODD. Go to getspasmfree.com. Hey, this is what I really wanted to show you, but that one was good too. Buy a management system for $44.97, which is a 30-day supply of the capsules and a 30-day supply of the powder. This is not a cream. And be entered to win a 10-ounce silver bar or spend the equivalent. $44.97 or over, or you can give that amount on PayPal and you'll be entered in to win it as well. Please consider supporting this show on PayPal. I would rather you buy Spasm Free because you'll understand why when you use it. Folks, oxygen, it has 7 molecules of oxygen. And talk about rejuvenation. Remember when the football players would stand on the side of the field inhaling oxygen? Why were they doing that? We've got the oxygen. We got the power. We got the oxygen. Stupid. I know I'm stupid sometimes. No, you stupid all the time. All the time. So, Linda Hipple says, sounds like plasma reactors. It sure looks like it, doesn't it? Yolanda. Yo, Londa. Yo. Just have a little, be gracious with me. I know I'm doing, I know. I'm silly. Cynthia Albertson, thank you for putting that there. So, I think I've gotten my point across. Remember, Lucifer was a cherub. Read Ezekiel 28. Lucifer is one of these creatures. So because Lucifer is one of these creatures, Les Bedford. You're okay with me by me, Sean? Thank you. Hey, didn't you get spasm free, Les? And if you did, if you got any yet, you should call. Let us know how it did. I'm sure you should have gotten it. I filled that order like a while ago. What's up? Darth Light Lingamuda says demons can be killed, but how do you kill aliens? I think it's the other way around. But yeah, Linda Hipple, Emerald 5, you'll be able to put Charlie horses out to pasture every single night. You don't have to suffer with those anymore. If you have spasm free, you will not, if you drink it before you go to sleep, 15 minutes, you will not have a Charlie horse. Unless you got something else wrong. Thank you, Les. So Lucifer is one of these creatures. He's going to be able to do all kinds of things, and he's been appointed by God for this time. See, you don't believe that God is in charge of all things. He is. Nothing is happening by isn't catching him by surprise. Nothing is catching him by surprise. Nothing. So as I said, we got some orders. Good. 2 orders. 2 smart people ordered. Good. I got it. I couldn't resist. So as I said, President Trump's going to start the rallies again, so you can expect the riots to start again. Let it. See, I know what to say. We can't talk about, remember that stint of time where I was talking about what we were going to do before what happened at the Capitol happened? They ruined it for everybody. But that wasn't organized. That was foolish. You don't go in there. You surround it and you don't let anybody out. That's how you deal with it. That's how you deal with Washington. You don't go in anything and you don't break anything. You just surround it with 2 million people. 2 million people in 2 years, and you know what we could do. I'm not going to go into it. I can't. It was ruined by fanatics and Antifa and everybody else. I'll always say that 2 million in 2 years. But it won't happen because men are scared. I get it. I'm scared too. We're all scared. That's why the end is here. Well, what I was going to say, and I know I'm changing the subject, but you got to just kind of go with it. If you read the Bible properly, when I say properly, I mean like it's meant to be read, with the science behind it, as in you're reading an ancient document. Malcolm Clark said God made Esau to give up his birthright to Jacob. Yeah, God was in control of all that. But what was I saying? It happened. See, I paid attention to Malcolm. See, Malcolm, see? Oh, man. What was I saying? Oh, Was I talking about the organized? I've lost it. I've lost what I was saying. Sorry. Done. Gone. Unless somebody remembers. We ain't listening to your ass anyway, Sean. It's wild seeing these people squirm over having an investigation, wanting it, not wanting it, you know. The way you read the Bible. Thank you, Ronald Foos. Yeah, no problem, Malcolm Clark. I was playing. That was my fault anyway. Reading the Bible. Kevin Vaughn, I think you meant nothing is by chance. I'm correct. But the way you read the Bible, if you read the Bible organically, you will see that the same event keeps happening over and over and over and over again. And the event, it happens and it gets larger and larger every time, but it's actually, while it's getting larger, it's actually coming to a point, which is making it easier to be seen. But we have Lucifer offering something to mankind, offering to be God, offering to be the beast. Lucifer is offering Eve the ability and chance to be the beast. She takes that opportunity and she offers the fruit to her man, and he becomes the beast. Yeah. And this happens over and over and over again. Like, what did Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, what were they tempted with? Bow down to me. Daniel in the lion's den, bow down to me. These people are in Babylon. Their names have even been changed to Babylonian names. It's who they are. But they're not going to bow down, so they're offered a way out. Just all you got to do is bow down to me, man. See? And even that picture happened with Jesus. So here we have that. All you got to do is eat this apple and you'll be like God. All you got to do is take the mark. All you got to do is take the jab. You go anywhere you want. Don't have to wear a mask anymore. Yeah, but they ain't going to be able to keep that up very long. Especially after Memorial Day. They're going to have a super spreader. Watch. It's not real. It's not real. But they can't. I got to talk like this. I mean, yeah, the bot recognizes everything. The bot is crawling this wave file right now as it's being made. It's true. You're in the matrix. And you need to know that everything you are typing in the chat is being crawled. Same here. What I'm saying, being crawled. And so the same thing keeps happening over and over again. And it gets sharper down to the tribulation. It's just the same thing happening over and over again. And I really think that what is about to happen on this earth has happened before many times. But it's about to be the final time. And here's the crazy part. I believe the government knows, because they've had the records of all the other times it's happened. What's about to happen? Folks, listen. it doesn't matter if one day you wake up and the day is just like the other day. Something happened. It happened. And it's a complete shift in reality. It's coming. That it could be just up here where it happens. There's a psychological war going on right now, and they're in our heads. They are in our heads. Darth Lingamuda says, I fear the day when those who got the jab go mindless and their eyes turn black. And they stand up and walk. And they walk like this to you. Did you hear that? Let's see if I can do it again. Did you hear that? Yeah, we're not interesting here. You don't. There's no entertainment here. We're boring. We're boring people. We're just hanging out. Homegrown pyro. I agree 100%. I feel like I went to bed one night and woke up in a different reality. And you did. Alan Tomazin said, we got this, bro. In the trenches, I love the... Check it out. Someone was in here mentioning Dead Can Dance earlier. You know, like you want to talk about trenches. Trenches, in the trenches. Check this out. This is a song I wrote. I think this is the last orchestrated piece I wrote. And check this out. This is called In the Trenches. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I just want you to hear a little bit of it because it's battle music. In the Trenches. Check it out. Yeah. The smell of napalm in the morning. So, you see, Layla's Venture said, I've been marked by Christ. Isn't that neat? In the trenches. Cool. Yeah. Thank you. Like that. So 666, better known as, thank you, Linda Hipple, 666, better known as the Mark of the Beast. That's the counterfeit of the real Mark of the Beast. Of the real Mark of the Beast. And the real Mark of the Beast is pride. That was the iniquity that was found in Lucifer in Ezekiel 28. Cool, man. Yeah. In the trenches, man. You can't trust the people in the trenches with you. You're dead. You're good as dead. You're good as dead. So, we're going to be going soon, but go to getspasmfree.com. We created this. We worked with the FDA. Yes, we worked with the FDA and state and local governments by the management system, which is the 4497, automatically be entered to win a 10-ounce silver bar, which we will draw. The drawing will be on July 4th, and no matter the day. And if you suffer with leg cramps, Charlie horses, restless leg syndrome, it can end with 1 teaspoon in a cup of hot water. For 5.5, 6 hours, you'll go to bed with no leg cramps and no restless leg syndrome. Yeah, and it'll happen immediately. Mm-hmm. So check it out. You know, something I do want to quickly talk about. Yeah, you remember Lightfoot? Where she won't give any interviews. She'll only give interviews to black and tan people. Belarusian journalist Roman Protasevich arrested in Minsk after being removed from diverted flight. So there's this flight, and they're going from one place to the other, and when they're almost to their destination, and they're rerouted to Minsk. And in Minsk, there's these people waiting for this guy here and another guy. Then when they go, they aren't on the plane anymore. But this guy, he's a journalist, and he wrote the wrong thing, and they locked his ass up. And that's what's coming to America. The Viper. The Viper. Deborah McDowell said, I am, he said. Yeah, he said it 5 times, and he was cast down for it. UK Black Lives Matter activist Sasha Johnson hospitalized after gunshot wound. Where were the police? Leah Bird, how does it taste? It's salty. It's very salty. It's like super salty chicken noodle soup. So if you don't, it's the kind of thing where if you suffer as bad as I do, you don't care about the taste. However, it's not that bad. It's just really salty. And you don't drink it cold. If you drink it cold, you won't be able to do it. It has to be hot. Plus, the hot water is part of the management system. Harold Thexton, thank you for that gift last night. Thank you. Thank you. But the hot water softens the cell. The sodium softens it for the oxygen to enter. 7 molecules of oxygen. There are capsules, and there's the powder. The powder, it will end your muscle cramps. It's not a cure. You're going to have them, but it's going to stop them that night. It has magnesium glycinate in it, which that will build up in your system. Blue Ghost, what's up? And the first few days you take it, you're going to have diarrhea because it's cleaning all the shit out of you. The oxygen is going to get in there and loosen up all that junk, and you're going to get it out of you. And then after you get it out, it's going to go back to normal. However, thank you, Harold. However, you're going to feel completely different. I mean, like I said, remember when football players stand on the sidelines inhaling oxygen? Remember oxygen bars where they're sitting around inhaling oxygen? Well, there's 7 molecules of oxygen in there, 4 of which have charges on them. Yeah. Positive and negative charges, so they're vibrating. That's how I see formulas when I look at them. Molecules, and they're what they do. Leah Bird says, great, salty is okay to me. Yeah, I mean, I would wake up like 7 times a night screaming with Charlie horses. My restless legs are so bad, it's like popcorn in my muscles, under my skin. And I haven't had restless leg syndrome since I started this. So supercharger for the body, Alan Thomason. It is. Women, it will help your libido. If you're going through menopause, this might very well help you. It's oxygen. Oxygen is the breath of life. 7 molecules. What's God's favorite number? 7. This is doing some crazy stuff, Alan. This is doing some crazy stuff right here. I mean, I'm not a doctor. If I was, I'd tell you what it is. I'd say, I'd use the word cure, but I can't. I can't diagnose anything. It's not a cure. I got to say that stuff. But I'm telling you, other people are having amazing results with shingles, with herpes, with neuropathy. Oxygen oxidizes it. Yeah, but it repairs. It repairs, rebuilds, regrow teeth. Deborah Bunger says, was pounding the pavement today and my muscles are a mess. Can't wait to get this. Yeah. Alan Thompson said they'll lock you up. They probably will. So you better get this while you can before they make it, stop me from doing it. It's drug free. Trust me, I got my guns in the road. I got my guns in order, man. If they come after me, and it's so simple. It's so simple. And we've worked with the FDA. We're licensed. This is completely legal. Drug free. 100% drug free. Same results as MSM, but not that at all. Not at all. Women, libido, men, better blood flow. Supercharge it with oxygen. Supercharge your life with oxygen. Yeah, Alan Thompson said, I meant if you say something cures. Yeah, I know, Yeah, Blue Ghost. So Michael Jackson was onto something with his oxygen chamber. He absolutely was. It's true. And Roundup with glyphosate mimics glycine in our body and makes our bodies think that it's producing glycine when it isn't. So, Alan Thomason, FDA owns that word. Yeah, but what's in pesticides and weed killer tricks our body and we don't produce glycine. Glycine is important and needed for muscle development, hormones, the way your body deals with sugar. Yeah, Alan, it doesn't cure anything at all. It doesn't cure anything. It's a management system. That's what we say. We are able to manage pain with this. We are able to manage the herpes virus. We are able to manage. That's it. We can't cure anything. We can't do anything. I can't give you any advice. I can't diagnose. I'm not a doctor. So yeah, Alan, I am nothing. I am a worm. I am a worm. Emerald 5, is this safe for children? I just use a smaller amount. But yeah, it would be safe, I would think. But you got to use at your own discretion because I'm not a doctor. Alan knows. He knows. He knows. But people are getting such relief from this. I mean, unlike anything that they've ever taken. Natural. It's all 100% natural. Everything is perfect. If you want to see the ingredients, you can go to getspasmfree.com, click on ingredients. You can see it. But go to Get Spasm Free and buy it. Kevin Vaughn said, stop by the Oxygen Bar in Vegas. Homegrown Pyro says you can call yourself a holistic doctor. You know what I call myself? A soul doctor. Alan Thompson, do you know anything about chlorine dioxide? Is that MSM? Is it? Alan, is that MSM? Because that's illegal. Oh, so yeah, I mean, Chris Wood said yes. Yeah, this is not MSM, but you'll be shocked to know that it does the same thing, and it tastes a lot better, and you don't have to go so wacko over it. You know, every hour, the soul doctor. I'm a soul doctor. I'm a pastor. I'm a soul doctor. Alan Thomason, yeah, it is that. It's like that, but it's not that. That's illegal. What we have is legal. Yeah, I mean, and you know, yeah. The Master Mineral Solution. I've got a better one. Mine is better. It is. And it'll do more than MSM. It may not, MMS, MSN, same thing, you know. I know what you mean. But I don't know if this would cure malaria. And that's what they said as it did. MSM, but I thought MMS was the stuff for like bones and joints. But anyway, yeah, we are pulling more off with this, especially the fact that it takes care of most of the cramps and stuff. Jesus saved me. The two shall become one. Yes, that is the secret right there. See, you know, yeah, I'm almost in pure agreement with you, Jesus saved. Yeah, water purification, Alan. Yeah, we're with you, but ours is better. What we have is better, and it's legal, and you don't have to hide it. You can order it anytime. So the protocol 1000, yeah, still my protocol is better. I know where you're coming from, and I've done that. Alan Thomas said I take it. Yeah. I used to until I found this. Now I don't. There's no need. So Jesus saved me. You know, it's like salvation is by faith and grace alone. And having that deep relationship, you're right. You're going to need that to make it. You know, you're going to need that to make it through what's coming. And we will, our spirits will merge with the God of the universe. Physically and spiritually, we will merge with the God of the universe. Right now, He is in us, but in the future, when that city that comes down from heaven, the New Jerusalem comes down, right? Where right now God is in us, but in the future we are going to be in God. Revelation 12:3, that we will be a pillar inside of the temple, and the Lord is the temple. There is no temple. The Lord is the temple, which means a pillar is a phallic symbol, ladies and gentlemen. And God, in His Word, says that we are going to be a phallus inside of His temple. That's crazy, but that's what it says. Anyway, I got to go. Go to Get Spasm Free. You can get spasm free. You can stop all this spasm. You can replace the glycine that's missing in your body. Jerusalem, Jesus saved me. What we have is a chemically better than hydrogen peroxide, but it is almost like getting that, but it's better because of what's in it. So, and you know, and for everybody, I mean, I'd appreciate, you know, when we're trying to sell a product to keep the show alive, don't give an alternative to what we're trying to sell. So that, you know, I mean, think about what you're doing. We're trying to support the show, and you're giving everybody an alternative so they don't have to buy my product. So be a little gracious. Anyway, hey, take it easy. We'll see you later. Hope you enjoyed this. Read your Bibles. Get to know the King. Behold, I stand at the door and knock. He says that's not for non-believers. Only a believer can even begin to cohabitate with the Lord. But it's not a requirement for